Welcome to a deep dive all about you. And get this, it's personalized,
Oh, wow.
based on your interest in life path number 18.
Very cool.
Yeah, we've got some fascinating excerpts about this really unique number.
Right.
Think ambition
Mm-hmm.
mixed with some artistic talent,
Interesting.
leadership qualities,
Uh-huh.
even a touch of karmic debt.
Oh, intriguing.
So get ready for some aha moments
Yeah.
as we unpack all of this together.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
It's amazing how numerology can give you like a fresh perspective
Yeah.
on your personality and potential
Okay.
using just your birth date.
Interesting.
Like almost like holding up a mirror to your soul,
Wow.
revealing your like hidden strengths, weaknesses,
Uh-huh.
and even karmic patterns you might be working through.
Okay.
Life path number 18. In particular, it reduces to the number 9,
Okay.
which hints at this deep connection to humanitarianism
Okay.
and universal love.
I'm intrigued already. So what does this blend
Yeah.
of ambition
Uh-huh.
and artistic talent
Right.
actually look like in a Life Path 18 personality?
Yeah.
The source material makes it sound like such a captivating mix.
Yeah.
Almost like, a CEO who moonlights as a
Right.
world-famous musician.
Well, imagine someone
Yeah.
who's driven to succeed,
Okay.
but not just in a typical corporate way.
Okay. Yeah.
They might be drawn to leadership roles,
Mhm.
sure,
Mhm.
but also creative fields
Yeah.
like music, art, writing.
Oh, interesting.
This suggests, that you could be someone who thrives
Okay.
and you can express yourself creatively,
Huh?
but also making like a tangible impact on the world.
That's cool.
Does that resonate with you at all?
It definitely does, yeah.
Okay.
But let's dive a little deeper into
Sure.
this emotional complexity that's mentioned.
Okay.
To be honest, that part
Yeah.
feels a little mysterious to me.
Mm-hmm.
How would this actually show up in someone's life? Like,
Okay.
especially someone on this life path 18.
That's a great question.
Yeah.
It's like having a superpower
Oh, okay.
that needs careful handling,
Oh. Yeah.
This emotional depth could mean that you're incredibly intuitive
Mm-hmm.
and form like really deep connections with others.
Okay.
You might even have a knack
Yeah.
for understanding emotions that
Okay.
others just miss.
Wow.
But like any superpower,
Yeah.
it needs to be managed.
Right.
This could also mean that you experience
Yeah.
more intense emotions to
Yeah.
both the highs and the lows.
Yeah.
And you need healthy ways to process those feelings so they don't overwhelm you.
So it's almost like walking a tightrope
Yes.
between those intense emotions
Uh-huh.
and using them as a source of strength.
Mm-hmm.
Would you say that's like a fair assessment?
That's a fantastic way to put it.
Okay, great.
Finding that balance is key.
Yeah.
And it brings to mind one of the potential karmic lessons mentioned for life path number 18,
Oh,
perfectionism.
interesting.
This might be something that you personally struggle with,
Okay.
and that emotional intensity we just talked about
Yeah.
could be a contributing factor to that.
Yeah.
It's almost as if you set such high standards for yourself that anything less than perfect
Right.
feels like a disappointment.
That definitely rings true for me.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder
Yeah.
if that drive for perfection
Mm-hmm.
comes from a place of
Yeah.
wanting to make a real difference in the world.
Absolutely.
Right.
And it connects beautifully with the list of potential strength
Okay.
outlined for your life path. You've got leadership, creativity,
Yeah.
a strong drive for personal growth.
Okay.
It paints a picture of someone who is constantly striving
Yeah.
to become the best version of themselves.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's inspiring.
Yeah.
But as you mentioned earlier,
Right.
every strength
Uh-huh.
has its flip side.
Exactly. What potential downsides should someone with life path 18
Right.
be mindful of?
The document highlights a few things.
Yeah.
Definitely worth paying attention to.
Right.
Fear of failure is one.
Hmm.
Given your ambitious nature,
Yeah.
it's natural to want to succeed,
Right.
of course.
Right.
But that fear can sometimes hold you back
Yeah.
from taking risks
Okay.
or pursuing your passions wholeheartedly.
Mm-hmm.
The source also points to a potential overemphasis
Uh-huh.
on material success.
Okay.
Remember, that internal fulfillment
Yeah.
is just as important,
Right.
if not more so,
Yeah.
than external achievements.
So it's not about denying
Right.
that ambition or drive,
Exactly.
but making sure it's aligned Yes. with a deeper sense of purpose.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that brings us to the intriguing concept of karmic debt.
Right.
mentioned in the source material.
Okay.
Think of it as carrying lessons and patterns
Mm-mm.
from past experiences. Yeah.
That we need to learn from
Oh,
in this lifetime.
interesting.
This isn't about punishment,
Right.
but rather about growth
Mm-hmm.
and finding greater balance.
So those potential downsides
Yeah.
we discussed, like fear of failure
Right.
or overemphasizing material success,
Exactly.
would be areas where you're working through
Yeah.
karmic patterns. It
Exactly.
makes you wonder if those challenges are actually opportunities to
Right.
step into an
Yeah.
even greater level of fulfillment.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Overcoming those challenges
Mm-hmm.
leads to personal growth
Yeah.
and helps you tap into your full potential.
That's great.
And speaking of powerful examples,
Yeah.
the document highlights
Okay.
some fascinating figures born on the 18th
Interesting.
who embody this energy beautifully.
Oh, cool.
Nelson Mandela
Oh, wow.
is a particularly striking example.
Mandela's life story is incredibly powerful.
Yes.
What strikes you about his journey, especially considering what we've learned about Life Path 18?
Well, his unwavering commitment to justice,
Wow.
his resilience in the face of seemingly insurmountable obstacles,
Yeah.
the way he led with compassion
Uh-huh.
and ultimately brought about transformative change,
Yeah.
those qualities resonate deeply
It's
with
a-
the themes we've been exploring.
Yep.
Ambition,
Right.
a drive to make a positive impact, and that potential for greatness
Wow.
associated with Life Path 18.
It's almost like he took those karmic challenges,
Yeah.
those potential downsides we talked about,
Yeah.
and turned them into fuel for his mission.
Right.
It's really inspiring to see
Oh, he is.
those Life Path 18 characteristics play out on such a grand scale.
And it reminds us that these qualities can manifest in diverse ways.
Okay.
The document also mentions Walt Disney,
Okay.
Leonardo da Vinci,
Wow.
George Strait,
Really?
even Pope Francis.
That's so interesting.
Makes you wonder what threads might connect them, right?
What strikes me is they all achieved extraordinary things
Yeah.
in completely different fields.
Yay.
Perhaps their shared birth date hints at a deeper underlying drive to create, to inspire,
Yeah.
to leave a lasting mark on the world in their own unique way.
Right.
Which makes me wonder what specific career paths seem to align well with a Life Path 18.
Well, the document points to a few key areas that might be particularly fulfilling for you.
What?
Leadership roles, of course,
Yeah.
make perfect sense, given that natural ambition and charisma we talked about.
Right.
But what's interesting is that it also emphasizes creative fields.
Oh.
Art, music, writing.
That makes sense.
Given your love for listeners' hobby,
Yeah.
could a career in related field be a path worth exploring?
Oh, interesting.
Seems like a natural extension of your interests.
Okay.
And could tap into that creative energy. That's such a core part of your life path.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
It's like that passion could be a clue to where your talents and purpose intersect.
Exactly.
And speaking of purpose,
Right.
the document also mentions entrepreneurship
Yes.
as a potentially successful path
Yeah.
for those on Life Path 18.
It makes sense when you think about it. They
Yeah.
have that big picture vision,
Okay.
like drive to make a difference,
Right.
and the practical, grounded approach needed to build something
that's right.
from the ground up.
Okay.
But remember that potential pitfall we discussed, overemphasizing material success.
Right.
So it's crucial to find that balance,
Yeah.
to use your entrepreneurial spirit
Okay.
to create something meaningful,
Right.
not just to chase profit.
So maybe the question to ask yourself is,
Right.
how can I use my business to make a positive impact on the world?
Exactly. What problem can I solve?
Yeah.
What need can I fulfill?
I like that.
And that question really gets to the heart of what it means to make a positive impact.
Yeah.
It's different for everyone.
Okay.
It could be leading a team to success,
Uh-huh.
creating art that moves people,
Okay.
or building a business that uplifts a community.
Interesting.
It's about aligning your actions
Okay.
with your values and finding a way to contribute to the world in a way that feels authentic to you.
But finding that alignment can be challenging.
Right.
Especially with all these seemingly contradictory traits
Yes.
mentioned in the document.
Yeah.
For example, it says people with Life Path 18 can be too flexible and stubborn.
Interesting.
Those seem completely opposite.
Yeah.
How can those both be true?
It's a fascinating paradox.
Yeah.
It all comes down to context.
Okay.
You might be incredibly adaptable in some areas, willing to go with the flow, embrace change.
Yeah.
But when it comes to your core values or your vision for a project, that stubborn streak might kick in.
Oh, I see.
It's like a deep inner compass
Okay.
that guides your choices and helps you stay true to your path.
So it's about knowing when to bend and when to stand firm.
Yeah.
It's about trusting your intuition to guide you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that intuition, that hidden emotional depth the document mentions, is a powerful resource for you learning to tap into it. Whether through journaling, meditation, or simply spending time in nature, can help you make sense of your emotions and navigate those complex inner waters.
That's great.
Remember, Life Path 18 is often associated with a potential for a spiritual awakening.
Now, the document does hint at some interesting nuances when it comes to relationships for Life Path 18. It suggests seeking partners who are understanding and take the lead.
Oh, interesting.
What do you make of that?
Yeah.
Especially considering the leadership qualities often associated with this number.
Well, it makes sense that someone with strong leadership tendencies might be drawn to a partner who can provide a sense of stability and emotional support. It's not necessarily about one person dominating the relationship, but about finding a dynamic that allows both partners to thrive.
So maybe it's less about taking the lead in a traditional sense and more about bringing a sense of groundedness and emotional intelligence to the relationship.
I think that's a beautiful way to frame it.
Okay, great.
It highlights the importance of communication and emotional maturity in any partnership. Remember, every relationship is a dance, a constant negotiation of needs and desires. For someone with such intense emotions, learning to express those feelings openly and honestly is key to building strong, healthy connections.
It seems like open and honest communication is essential for any relationship. But especially for those on this life path. So what would you say is the biggest takeaway for our listener who's just beginning to explore their life path number 18?
I'd say the most important thing is to remember that you hold incredible potential within you. You have the drive, the creativity, the leadership qualities to make a real difference in the world. But it's not going to be a walk in the park. There will be challenges, setbacks, moments of self-doubt. But those challenges are part of the journey, right?
They're actually opportunities for growth and self-discovery.
Absolutely. Embrace the good, the bad, and the beautifully complex. Remember, you're not alone on this journey. There are resources, mentors, friends, loved ones who can support you along the way. And if you're feeling a little lost or uncertain, numerology can offer some valuable insights and guidance.
It's like having a map to navigate the terrain of your own soul. But you get to choose which trails to explore and which mountains to climb.
Beautifully said. And who knows what incredible discoveries await you along the way.
This deep dive has been so enlightening. We've uncovered so much about Life Path 18, the blend of ambition and creativity, the potential for both great success and deep personal growth, and the importance of finding balance amidst all that intensity.
What's fascinating to me is how these seemingly disparate pieces fit together. The ambition, the creativity, the emotional complexity, the karmic lessons. It's like they all contribute to a tapestry that's rich and nuanced and full of surprises.
And that tapestry is still being woven. It's an ongoing process of self-discovery and growth.
Absolutely. Numerology doesn't predict the future or limit you to like a predetermined path. It simply offers a framework for understanding yourself better, for recognizing your innate strengths and potential challenges, and for making conscious choices that align with your truest self.
It's like having a compass to help you navigate the wilderness. But you still get to choose which direction to head in.
Exactly. And sometimes those unexpected detours lead to the most incredible discovery.
Oh, I like that.
Speaking of discoveries, there's one more point in the document I found particularly intriguing. It mentions that people with Life Path 18 might have a tendency to escape into a world of illusions.
Oh, interesting. What are your thoughts on that?
That's interesting. I can see how that might be a temptation for someone with such a vivid imagination and a desire for things to be ideal. It might be a way of coping with the intensity of their emotions or with the challenges of the real world. But remember, imagination is a double-edged sword. It's a powerful tool for creativity and innovation. But it can also lead to a disconnect from reality if it's not balanced with practicality and a willingness to face those challenges head on.
So it's not about denying that imaginative side, but about finding that balance again. Keeping one foot in the realm of possibilities and one foot firmly planted on the ground.
Exactly. And that's where the true power of Life Path 18 lies. They can bridge the gap between the visionary and the practical, the ideal and the real. They can inspire others to dream big while also possessing the skills and determination to make those dreams a reality.
That's a potent combination.
It is.
But as we've discussed, it also comes with certain karmic lessons and responsibilities. Life Path number 18 isn't just about personal fulfillment. It's also about using those gifts wisely. Ethically. And for the greater good.
I see.
It's about making a positive contribution to the world. Whether it's through their leadership, their creative endeavors, or simply through their interactions with others.
So for our listener who's just embarking on this journey of understanding their own Life Path number 18, what would be your most important piece of advice?
I would say embrace the journey with all its twists and turns. Embrace the challenges, the successes, the moments of doubt, and the moments of clarity. Remember, you have incredible potential within you, and the world needs your unique gifts.
That's beautifully said.
Thank you.
Don't be afraid to dream big, but also be willing to put in the hard work, the dedication, and the compassion to make those dreams a reality. I couldn't agree more. Never stop learning, growing, and expanding your understanding of yourself and the world around you.
This deep dive has been such an eye-opening experience.
It has.
We've explored so much.
We have.
About the potential and the challenges of Life Path number 18. But ultimately, the most important discovery is the one you make within yourself.
Absolutely.
So here's a final thought-provoking question to ponder. What does it mean to you to make a positive impact on the world? And how might your unique talents and challenges guide you on that journey?
Keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep embracing the adventure of self-discovery.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
Yes, thank you.
Into Life Path number 18.